Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Jamison. Looking for a big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down. The punt team out.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out. So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup. With a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20... country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play.
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. You know, as soon as they run down the hill at Clemson, they're likely to have a quarterback who is a threat in the running game. Built this offense that way dating back to Woody Dantzler.
Oh, Woody Dantzler reference. And then obviously we've seen the new school guys continue that tradition with Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. But it does seem like they always got a guy that has that mobility. And you know what? Turns into being a star. Like lately, you go to Clemson, you play quarterback, you're a star.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll take it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have every...
Gonna take a shot. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick.
By Stanford.
Great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the misfire, now on second down. Quick strike complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get in the midst of those big boys.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Using the quick game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Got his man. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good... does the rest and gets in for 6.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick completion to the right. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
A run to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're seeing the open field running ability by the QB on that play. Nice job being patient, finding and allowing the blocks to set themselves up before he breaks off that long run.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The throw. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
First downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, going up top. Good timing on the quick out. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Hope. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up? And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Rides to the back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Slide 22.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Razor.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It'll be a draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Oh, he wants it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
6-9-1, Gators complete. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
2-9 Philly.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. 1st down here for the offense. Quickly complete. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got his man quickly. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Clemson set up with another 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Green 25.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clemson is quick to the line.
Ringo. Check.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to power it in. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Slide 22, Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Razor, Cobra.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
It's still 3rd and goal.
Get set.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Knocked down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get...
And that pass picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
on the
They're
double.
within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Clemson! What a catch and run for 6. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets open down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups. And this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You just can't. Like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires and picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game. It's passion. You're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they... And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Stanford quickly to the line.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Little over anxious. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Check. Easy.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things